Hello, my name is Carmen and welcome to your message. This is actually a reading about your past lives. So this is definitely a message that's coming through to you for a reason. This is a new channel, so this video definitely found you. Yes, just to receive that message. So thank you so much for being here with me today. And this is your message. So your answer or your card is Starseed. So I'm not sure if you've come across the word Starseed before. If you have, I know you're definitely going to be very familiar with this. Now, a starseed, from what I understand, and maybe there is different variations or maybe different beliefs behind this. From my understanding, a starseed essentially has a double mission. Now, if you believe in reincarnation, I got goosebumps already. I'm sorry, I'm really excited about this. Now, if you believe in reincarnation or soul travel, or basically the energy that we create, that we are, essentially souls are energy. So basically my understanding of what a starseed is that souls are all over the universe, not just in this universe that we understand, Earth, the Sun, Mars, Venus, etc. There's millions, billions of universes out there. And souls and energy all travel between all of these universes. It is not just this one tiny universe. I actually went to go and see Brian Cox, and there was another gentleman who was another scientist, and honestly their opening line, this was years ago, their opening line was, "This universe is not even a grain of sand." So that's how big the whole system is, which is just mind-boggling. Anyway, us as a starseed on this planet, I'm including you, you have the message as a starseed, we have a double mission. Now you may find yourself in a place of boredom, maybe misery, maybe you're prone to suffering with some sort of depression, anxiety, you're creative, and maybe you've hit this wall where your creativity just you don't feel ignited. Now starseeds tend to be other soul incarnations from all over the universe. At this moment, we are currently on this earth experiencing a human life. And you may be feeling like it doesn't matter what job you hold down or the stability, how you're feeling. Maybe even if you change your life or change your location or change your job so many times, you're just never feeling quite satisfied. And that is the reason that you are here not only to help yourself and to help explore yourself in terms of your creative side, how I can dive into being my authentic self, how I can be comfortable with that, and also to raise the energy of the planet. And that can mean, let's focus on being an artist. If you are an artist, you are painting to please yourself. And I mean that you're making creations, you're expressing yourself, you're extremely visual, maybe you're extremely colourful, maybe you're really into pattern work, maybe you're really into nature. That is your self-expression, and you're able to place that on canvas. Now when you're creating that for yourself, this is the pleasure, this is the joy that you portray, and you'll feel a satisfaction of creating your painting. And sometimes when other people then come to see it and they, wow, your work, wow, this is incredible, this is how it makes me feel. By you creating something that you so resonate with, you are then shining your light to other people, and they are shining and raising their brightness, their energy and their awareness, because they have seen something that you have created and you've enjoyed so much, and you've expressed that feeling and that emotion and that pleasure, and that is now on your canvas, and you are also raising other people's joy and expressing yourself, allowing them to hopefully feel more confident in expressing themselves as well. That's a roundabout way. I can just use one example in this moment. So that's pretty much how I understand a starseed, but please correct me. I'm open to exploring other possibilities, open my mind. I'm here to share, I'm here to learn. I don't know everything. I don't think I know everything at all, and I'm just gonna try and express what I understand through my own words. And you are more than welcome to leave a comment, please, because I love just having a general conversation with our beliefs, our thoughts. So I'm super open to that, so please let me know. So that's my understanding of a starseed, and you are probably a starseed if you're watching this, if you stayed already. or maybe you know a starseed. So that's our first message today. So hello starseed and welcome. Alright, so we are currently having an earthly experience. Express yourself, be potent, be magical, be totally authentic, unapologetic, however you want to express yourself. Just make sure you're doing that, please. Make sure you're kind to others as well. I don't need to say that, but I'm just going to say it. Alright, so let's dive into the tarot now. We've had this fantastic, wonderful first message. Okay, so I've written out a little spread, so we're just going to go with the flow today. So guys, I do personal readings, so if you are interested in a personal reading with me, please leave me a message, let me know. I have left my information in the description box down below. If you resonate with me, if not, I totally understand. Okay, sweet, so. We're going to shuffle again. I'm just getting a message just to shuffle again. Okay, and I'm going to just draw a card. Ooh, a bit difficult then. Well, thanks, that was the worst shuffle I've ever done, I think. Anyway, okay. Beautiful, so we have Elder of Cups. Elder of Cups. I'm not gonna hold this up. This also reads number 49. I'm gonna dive into numerology a little. So 4 plus 9, let me do mental maths, it's not great. I believe is 14. Let me just count. 19, 9, 13, there we go. So 4 and 9 is number 13. 13 also becomes number 4. 4 is the number of stability. It is solid walls, solid foundation. It's safety. It's also, I'm hearing power, and I think there is a power within safety, because you can be stable, you can be comfortable, and there is power and sense of knowing that you are stable and safe. So yeah, we're going to go with power. There's also another word. I'm kind of imagining the 4 of Cups here as well, because it is safe, it is stable. So that's how I would describe the number 4. So Elder of Cups. So I think in your past life, you were emotionally stable, and now you've probably reached this to some point, to some sort of degree. There is also a crown on this card. Let me see if I can show you that. There's a beautiful crown just on this seahorse here, and seahorses actually mate for life. I think that's such a beautiful and powerful thing. The fact that the seahorse is represented on the Elder of Cups, you've got that emotional stability, you've got that love and nurture, and it's a very soft but loving energy that I'm really feeling from this card. So I think you, in your past life, probably learned to reach this, and before you passed, basically, in that life, and this probably took a while for you to get to that point, but I think what happened is that you were probably understanding what you need to let go of in order to completely embody and to feel fulfilled in that lifetime, and to then carry this through to this lifetime. So the qualities that you possessed in your previous life was emotional stability. I think there was also a lot of love in that life as well. I feel I've got goosebumps, so thank you, Spirit. So that's usually a confirmation for me that I'm on the right track, or there is some truth being spoken. I know this is not going to resonate with everybody, but I feel that you are here for a reason. There was definitely emotional fulfillment, especially within love, and that can be with family, with a romance, with your children, with your parents. There is some sort of deep connection here, and I feel that there was a lot of transformation in that. but rather transformation, more maturity. I'm just really seeing this crab at the bottom here. Now crabs, they shed their exterior, their shell. I really don't know, like I didn't learn in English, so please excuse me, is not the best. So when they shed their exterior shell, and they're really soft, and then they grow into a new shell. That's what I mean by the transformation. There was a lot of growth and emotional fulfillment here, but I also think that there was a lot of stability within yourself. So I feel like you grew into yourself eventually, and maybe this is where that love and that cherished of feeling loved, admired, adored, and you were then able to shine that outwards to your family, you know, in their previous life. Now the fact that this crown really stands out to me, I'm hearing noble, and there could be some kind of loyal or royal aspect of that. But the universe is not gonna, that's just for my human experience here to understand that in this moment, and I don't think that other universes is gonna have royalty, for example. So the crown for me is some sort of authority, or more so, I think that you were probably in a position where you had to show yourself in a certain light, but I feel that a lot of people looked up to you, and that's, you know, that could be the village around you, that could be your peers, that could be maybe businesses happen on other universes, you know. So that's really what I'm feeling from this. There's a deep transformation, there's a lot of love, there is emotional fulfillment, and you've definitely brought that over to this current lifetime, and you are still able to completely experience all of what you had from the other lifetime, basically. So this is what I feel that you have brought into this life from your past life. So a beautiful experience. Let's shuffle the cards again. Thank you so much. Sometimes just shuffling differently really does, just lets you know, and Spirit's always with us anyway, so perfect. So we have death, and also the number 4 again. So 13 becomes number 4. So there's a strong message with the stability and the security here. I literally just spoke until like my very last moment of breath then. That was really interesting. That usually only happens with singing, so. So basically the question I have wrote is, how can my past life experience influence my current life choices and interest? Now death has come up, and that doesn't mean that there's going to be a death or that's the end of this lifetime. Again, transformation. And you did have this transformation in, you know, that was very apparent here with the crab that I did see. So your transformative self, I'm getting a lot of messages here, sorry, sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but let me do it step by step. Let me hold up this card as well, because it's pretty awesome. So your past life experiences and those transformations that you underwent in in your previous lifetime or lifetimes is going to be apparent in this lifetime as well. Now, especially as your starseed card come out, now this may mean that maybe you are undergoing changes in your career. Maybe you are changing location of where to live. All of these, you know, that's just 2 examples. All of these experiences are transformations. So the fact that you have experienced so much transformation previously, and I definitely think you are experiencing so much transformation in this lifetime as well. And you've got the death card as well. Now death card is a true meaning of transformation. Bear with me, I'm just going to get the cat for the moment because she's meowing. So yeah, as I mentioned, transformation was a key factor in your past life, and I definitely think that is a key factor in this lifetime. Please do not feel down on yourself if you are just not feeling like you quite fit in. I think this is such a deep personal experience. I think this is such a deep personal experience that these transformations, or this feeling like you never fit in, is absolutely okay. And that is something that may be with you for the rest of your life, but understand that this is a feeling and sensation to work with. This is not to alienate yourself from the rest of the world, from the west of the world. This is not a moment to alienate yourself from the rest of the world. Please use this, and please understand that this is a power. Now, even though you have the number 4s of stability, I feel that this transformation is more of a security and stability within yourself. When you understand that maybe you do feel different, and there is a reason that you feel different and may not fit in, and maybe you're searching for jobs or things that may satisfy you elsewhere, I feel that when you understand the security of being your authentic self, or whether that's, your characteristics, or being loyal, or being honest, maybe you're super spiritual, maybe you are extremely creative, maybe you have been accused of thinking differently, or there's some quirks, or they are such amazing things to embody. And once you learn and understand that these differences is to your own benefits, I think you are going to unleash so much potential. So even if you do jump from hobby to hobby, from work to work, maybe you are, from one location to the next to try and find maybe a culture that you most resonate with, I feel that until you are secure within yourself, until you understand that these differences, or this feeling of feeling odd or not quite fitting in, is not going to come from the outside world, when you stand into the stability in yourself, those deep transformations are just going to live through you. I think this is where you can unleash your best self, your deepest creativity, your deepest vulnerabilities, because there's singer-songwriters that write to their heart and soul, and then they sing it to the rest of the world, and they can be such beautiful, beautiful songs. And I think that's the beauty, that is the creation. So understand that these transformations are with you for a reason, and that you've experienced them in your past lives, and you're definitely going to experience them in this life. So just go with the flow. You are totally in control, and go and feel free and express yourself as much as possible, because they are definitely strengths to have. The ability to flutter from one thing to the next is not what everyone can do. It's not for the faint-hearted, and I totally understand that. So please continue to do what you're doing. These transformations are here for a reason. Okay, so the last card for this reading. To better your experience in this life. We've got a few cards there. Let's grab another one. Whoop, thank you. Let's pick that one. Okay, so we have 3 of Cups and also 2 of Cups. Okay, so they both come out together. So from what I'm reading from the first card, the 3 of Cups, so in this lifetime, I definitely think finding a community or similar or like-minded people is really going to help you. Now, when you find a community or friends who have just similarities, who have the same interests as you, this is where you can really build that bond and empower yourself, and understand that even your quirks and differences are so going to be admired by other people. So you're not always completely alone, if that makes sense. They will also have some similar quirks, or they will probably be a little bit weird in their way as well, and that's just the beauty of finding people within this community or within your community that you love and cherish. And everyone's going to be completely different, but this is what we need to admire, is that their differences are also loved and cherished as well. So definitely finding a community or finding a good group of people to work with, whether this is an online community, whether this is something in your neighborhood, whether this is a retreat that you go and see maybe once a year. This is definitely the people that are going to love and embrace you as well. And that doesn't mean that you have to go on a retreat every year just to find those people, but that was just an example. So definitely there's co-work, co-development, there is mutual interests within this card, there is celebration, there's fulfillment, and definitely I am just hearing to your goals is where I'm hearing to celebrate your goals. If you celebrate your goals, whether they're small goals, whether it's a monthly goal, whether it's a quarterly, if you're setting goals and there's a time element with that, please just try and reach it as best as possible. Maybe it's going to get delayed a little bit, but I also really think that that's also going to help you as well. And the Two of Cups, and you can see the Two of Cups here has two beautiful roses just growing from the heart, and you've got this beautiful duality between the night and day. So I definitely see a lot of like yin and yang, essentially, just within the Two of Cups here. Now the numerology for this card is number 10. Now 3 and 7 become number 10, which is new beginnings. I really love that for this card, and I love that for you as well. Now you've got the duality with this card, but also you've got the number 10 bringing in new beginnings, creation. 0 would represent infinity as well. So you've got a lot of duality and also something that is new and beginning, and the infinity with that as well. So do you understand the duality of that card as well? There's a lot of love. I think when you unleash that passion that you're so interested in, this is also going to essentially raise your vibration and raise the vibration of those around you. And you also have the Three of Cups here as well. So I hope that helps you today. Thank you so much for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.